Hey everybody, it's Chelsea again. So first, I just wanted to say thank you to every one of you who checked out the first time lapse, and that was that the finished work you're going to see here is going to be up on DeviantArt, Blue Sky, Pixiv, all the links in the description. With that out of the way, if you're just here for the time lapse, you can just feel free to mute me and put on a song that you think that goes well with it. Otherwise, it's just time for me to talk for a few minutes. So the original Sinking Shirahoshi piece was done back in 2012, right around the time when the ending chapters of Fishman Island were going on in One Piece, manga-wise. And we got that scene with Caribou going after Shirahoshi. The fact that we ended up with actual two different sinking scenes overall was a blessing, and trust me, I was absolutely counting the days from reading them we'd get the scenes animated. So much so that one of the first videos I posted on here was actually just the Shirahoshi sinking scene. It cut down to remove Caribou, so remove the ugly one from the shot. uh, but yeah, so with this iteration of the piece for the redraw, I'm using my updated version of my Quicksand form, LOM, which I'm realizing that I did the pronunciation and spelling of in the previous video. Whoops. Oh well. Check it out if you haven't seen it. One thing Caribou definitely should have done, like he should have waited till the hats left. But I mean, well, that's where LOM comes in instead. I decided to have her utilizing a bit more of her form to, elongate and just restrain the princess, since a lot of the time now she just tends to sink people into her rather than, downwards. To talk about LOM a bit, the original form, for those of you who are here from way back, was more orange. The initial idea was to make her kind of stand out about whatever mud pit she was hiding in to, catch people from. But, as enough time goes on, you realize, yeah, it stands out, it's nice, but it was just easier to make her match what she was sinking in, or, well, in this case, just give her a consistent color tone. Because, well, in all honesty, the original orange made her look more like a slime girl than what was actually intended. Uh, Let me think. Shift topics a bit. How about I talk about what got me into having a quicksand fetish? Since we are, there's a sinking picture you're watching here. So the first time I had my, I guess I'd call it initial awakening, was watching Saturday morning cartoons, Monster Rancher specifically on Fox Kids, or as what some of you might be more familiar with nowadays, Foxbox/4Kids TV. But it was the one scene with Genki and Pixie. They fell down a grassy hill and, well, landed in quicksand. And at that time, like, after watching Pixie just almost go under, I felt kind of odd. I mean, at the time, I didn't really know why that scene had, like, really captivated me so much, but at that kind of time, I was kind of kicking myself. I hadn't been recording or anything, back in the days of VCRs and stuff. Because I tell you, I'd probably have played the ever living crap out of that scene on the tape, worn it down to figure out why I liked it so much. But, uh, yeah, truth be told, the biggest part of it was there was just me wishing I could be Pixie in that scene, and I don't know why, at least at the time. And, those thoughts stuck with me for a long, long while. And this is around like the late 90s, early 2000s. I don't remember the exact year, but I didn't really, I mean, at this time as well, you didn't exactly have the easiest way to look up stuff, not like with smartphones now, but it wasn't until particularly around 2003 where I really started getting to figure everything out. And it was during that time, I had seen a few other quicksand scenes, and I was just really unsure why it fascinated me. So thanks to the internet at that point, I just started looking up, seeing what if I could find like screenshots or stuff from the episode at least. And then I discovered a bunch of various sites, Muck and Mire, Sticky Site, just to name a couple. And of course, Yahoo groups back in the day. Rest in peace. But amongst all that, there was one artist who went by QSA, which was short for Quicksand Artist. He also went by Uber Gaijin, UGV2, bunch of names. Well, during my searches and stuff, I'd, seen some of that and I was like, what? Oh. But his work, he had a particular comic that was up on Muck and Meyer that was called Desire. And it was just a girl who had, she'd been reading about Quicksand so much online, decided to go out, try sinking for herself, and, well, she really, really liked it. For YouTube terms. Uh, so it was really the Monster Rancher that gave me my initial interest, but it was that comic that made me really understand why I liked Quicksand so much. So much so that, yes, I am going to plug it. I narrated the comic, and it's up on this channel if you want to watch it. It might be able to give you just a little idea of why. Although, I mean, if you're into Quicksand, you already kind of know why. But it wasn't just his art, though. There were a lot of artists, like, too many for me to really name offhand, but his was, him and that comic were absolutely the catalyst for where I'm at today. Which then, of course, led me to my, "Okay, can you draw this for me?" era, and, eventually picking up a pencil and drawing. Here I am, 17 years later now. And I would not trade it for the world. I mean, hell, if it really wasn't for that one Monster Rancher scene that one Saturday morning, I really don't think I would have ended up where I am today doing this. And as it once again looks like we're wrapping up on the time lapse, I just want to say thank you all again so much for watching this. And as I said before, the original, I apologize, I do repeat myself, I realize. The finished piece you'll be able to see here at all the links in the description, and I'll have some links for other stuff as well. So just, yeah, give me some feedback on this, or just, share it with your friends. Go check out my stuff, and yeah, aside from all that, I hope you all have a nice weekend. See ya!